and welcome to today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. I am Nkem Okogo. On today's episode, we bring you highlights from the recent unveiling of 9 books on various aspects of the National Youth Service Corps and the Director General's media briefing with bureau chiefs and editors of the media. These are one of the many ways the NYSC historically documents its impact to serve as valuable reference for the future generation. Don't go anywhere. Don't move a muscle. We will be right back. The event was graced by dignitaries, intellectuals, and pillars of the media, including the Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, His Excellency Abdullahi Sule, Chairman, House Committee on Youth, Chairman, Senate Committee on Youth, Chairman of the NYSC Governing Board, NYSC Directors, and correspondents and other invited guests. The event was declared open by the Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim.
One of the immediate steps I took on assumption of office as Director General 2 years ago was to kickstart the process of ensuring standard documentation of the activities and achievement of the scheme, as well as sensitization of the general public on the provision of the NYSC Act. This is based on my firm belief that such an endeavor will enrich the knowledge of Nigerians and non-Nigerians about the scheme, therefore engendering a greater appreciation of its relevance and its numerous achievements. No doubt, these publications will be veritable reference tools for researchers in addition to inspiring more patriotic zeal in our youth, in particular, and the rest of the citizenry. The visual presentation of the NYSC provision of the Act and other aspects of the operation of the scheme through the film NYSC A Call to Service will not only prepare our graduate youth for national service, but also engender better understanding and appreciation of the scheme by all and sundry, thereby reducing the level of infractions against its enabling law. Driven by determination to actualize the project, management provided a team of academics with the enabling environment to embark on extensive research, focusing on the contribution of the NYSC to national unity and integration, as well as other critical areas of development: social services, sports, conduct of elections, community development service, and skills acquisition and entrepreneurship development. I'm happy to present to this distinguished audience the books that have emerged as outcomes of the painstaking effort with the following titles. 1. NYSC 1973 to 2020, Emergence, Growth, and Development. 2. The NYSC and National Development. 3. NYSC and Economic Development Service in Nigeria. 4. The NYSC and Election in Nigeria. 5. the NYSC and national integration. 6, NYSC and the health sector. 7, NYSC and the education sector. 8, NYSC and COVID-19 pandemic. And finally, the NYSC and skill acquisition and entrepreneurship program. You will agree with me that these books will also contribute towards enriching our conventional libraries and e-libraries. In addition, the maiden film on the scheme titled A Call to Service, as earlier mentioned, was also produced by core members in collaboration with renowned Nollywood actors. At this juncture, I consider it appropriate to use this unique occasion to remind all and sundry about the evolution, growth, and development of the National Service Corps, which came into being 48 years ago through Decree number 24 of 22nd May 1973, now NYSC Act, Cap N84, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004. May I also express our profound gratitude to the founding father of the scheme, the former head of state, General Dr. Yakubu Gowon, GSFR, for bequeathing the nation this enduring platform for the promotion of national unity and development. I join the rest of the nation in specially thanking Colonel Dr. Ahmad Ali and other past chief executives of the NYSC who have played invaluable roles in bringing about the accomplishments we have documented in these books. Let me also use this occasion to thank all key stakeholders, friends and well-wishers who have been very supportive of the scheme, including the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NYSC collaborating agencies, the Commandant, Provost, and Head of the Department of the History and World Studies of the Nigerian Defense Academy, traditional rulers, the Historical Society of Nigeria, and all youth organizations. Once again, I thank you, Your Excellencies, the honorable ministers, and other distinguished guests for gracing this occasion. Thank you, and God bless you all.
The book review was delivered by Professor Okpe O. Okpe Jr., President, Historical Society of Nigeria. The book reviewer, Professor Okpe O. Okpe Jr., had this to say.
I want to commend the NYSC for providing the resources to showcase the contribution of the scheme to Nigerians. The lizard, Amanidoma man, the lizard says he fell from a tree. He looked to his right, nobody was looking at it. He looked to his left, nobody was looking at it. So he decided to nod his head. I have tried to have survived coming down. So that is what the NYSC has done in this. Number 2, and this goes straight to the leadership of the NYSC. Sir, make sure these books that you have get to the National Assembly. Every member of the National Assembly should at least have one to read. If you don't drum the achievements of NYSC, our ears can gather dust, we won't hear. Our eyes can develop us, we won't see. Drum the achievements of NYSC. On that note, I congratulate the NYSC for this marvelous.
Guests were treated to a colorful display by the NYSC National Cultural Troupe.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the NYSC National Troupe, NYSC National Band.
The unveiling of the 9 books was officiated by the Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, flanked by other dignitaries at the event.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this is the high point of this program, the formal unveiling of 9 books on the strategic contributions of NYSC to national development.
Goodwill messages were delivered by former Head of State, His Excellency General Dr. Yakubu Gowon, retired.
48 vibrant years of National Youth Service Corps is no mean achievement. I therefore wish to congratulate the board of management, staff, and core members, past and present, and all stakeholders for this enviable success. The visionary step taken by the incumbent management to comprehensively document the activities of the National Youth Service Corps is highly commendable. The working of the National Youth Service Corps, its achievements, and how it operates make it a model outfit for many countries of the world. The National Youth Service Corps program, apart from enabling the youth who participate in it discover themselves and their potentials, it also exposes them to life-changing opportunities. And there is no doubt that it has contributed more than any other organization to national cohesion and development. Well done, NYSC. Therefore, in view of all that have been said and known about the National Youth Service Corps, greater effort should be made by the government to strengthen it by ensuring greater funding of the scheme. It is now time more than ever before for the authorities to seriously consider setting up a fund solely dedicated to financing the operations of the scheme.
Goodwill messages were also delivered by the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, His Excellency Amadu Sule.
Through these books and film being unveiled today, Nigeria will be able to reach out to the rest of the world with the noble objectives of the scheme. The books will place researchers, stakeholders, and lovers of youth-based organizations in a vantage position to have holistic view of the NYSC for balanced assessment, evaluation, and modeling. Finally, I charge the Director General and managers of the core members to rest their oars, not to rest on their oars, because the work they have started must be continued and must be sustainable. You have performed outstandingly in entrenching the scheme in the psyche of all Nigerians through your efforts at documenting the activities of the scheme. And posterity will ever be grateful to you.
At this point, it's my singular honor and privilege to request the representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ekiti State and Chairman, Nigeria Governors Forum, ably represented in this occasion by Honorable Kinde Arawe, the Special Advisor on Federal Matters. A round of applause as we appreciate His Excellency, please. Thank you.
The government and good people of Ekiti State will continue to support the scheme and ensure its programs are successfully executed. As a demonstration of our commitment in this direction, a land for the construction of a garment factory in the state has been allocated in response to the request of this scheme. Furthermore, arrangements have been concluded for the upgrade and infrastructure expansion of the NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp at Ise, Imure, to provide more comfort as well as accommodate higher number of corps members. The NYSC at this stage of its existence needs to be strengthened to completely discharge its mandate. In this regard, all stakeholders should therefore be committed to the actualization of the resolutions of the meeting of the NYSC top management, representative of state governments, FCT administration, and Algon on the establishment of the NYSC Trust Fund. This will assist the government to fund the scheme, thereby strengthening it to offer desired services. On behalf of the good people of Ekiti State, I warmly facilitate with the National Youth Service Corps on your several landmark achievements and pray that you attain higher heights. Thank you and God bless.
Without much waste of time, it is appropriate time at this point. Our host minister, and the special guest of honor of this occasion, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, who is ably represented here by Dr. Kelvin Ike, the Acting Secretary, Social Development Secretariat, will now present his goodwill message and his bless this occasion. A round of applause for the FCT Minister, please.
The Minister of FCT, in telling you that the managers of NYSC, therefore, deserve an accolade for being steadfast in the pursuit of its mandate and for always responding appropriately to every point in time to diverse service-related needs of the nation. The introduction of the NYSC Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program, SAED, to address youth unemployment, the mobilization of members of the service, corps for election duties, combating of COVID-19 HIV, are huge and practically testimony to the relevance of the scheme.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, quickly as we round off this session, I want to request the representative of the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports Development, the Ministry supervising the activities of NYSC. The Honorable Minister is here represented by a director in the ministry, Hajia Amina Muhammad Dauran. A round of applause for the representative of the Honorable Minister, please.
The NYSC has played prominent roles in key aspects of Nigeria's national development objectives, and these have been correlated in these publications. I therefore commend the NYSC DG and his management team for the stellar effort at sustaining the vision of the founding fathers and affording Nigerians and posterity the opportunity to assess the scheme's operations and achievements.
Goodwill message from Chairman, House Committee on Youth.
The only veritable platform that is bringing Nigerians together now is NYSC. Those of us who are adults, the so-called leaders, many of us, we have taken positions about the project Nigeria. But young Nigerians that are just coming up, if we are not together, I don't know there is any other forum, any other platform, whereby Nigerians can be interacting across cultural differences, nationalities, and beliefs and views, and philosophies and cultural psychologies. It is only through the NYSC. Because maybe if NYSC had been there before the Nigerian Civil War of 1967, there wouldn't have been any war at all. Because if a Yemi Adaramodu from Ekiti had been to Sokoto before, maybe as a youth corps, and then you tell this Yemi Adaramodu to pick a gun against his brother in Sokoto, he will not do it. If a Yemi Adaramodu from Ekiti picks a wife from Kanuri in Borno State, and you now tell the same Yemi Adaramodu or the in-law in Kanuri to pick a gun against an Ekiti man, he will not do it. So because of that, NYSC is so veritable. NYSC has come to stay and will stay firmly in Nigeria.
We all have a role to play in making sure that this program not only just survives, but has all the enablement that it needs, appropriate funding. And let me just end by thanking you, DG. As a historian, one of the greatest tragedies of the black race is to not tell our own stories. We leave our stories for others to tell. And when you leave your stories for others to tell, what do they do with it? They destroy it and they bastardize it. I thank you for realizing the potency of this truth and for documenting for generations the history of the NYSC. Everybody can read it. This is our story, as written by us, not as told by CNN or BBC or Twitter, whatever. This is us. our own story. So I pay a lot of tribute to you, and I want you to please continue on this path of creativity and resourcefulness and working for the future generations of Nigerians who will respect and continue to praise you. Thank you so much indeed.
The trailer of the NYSC film, Call to Service, was screened at the event.
Every graduate under the age of 30 must do a 1-year service for his country.
Service does not kill. It's just a national duty.
General salute! Salute!
The event moved to its second session, which was the media chat with the NYSC Director General. The Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, in his address, thanked the journalists present for their continued support of the scheme and intimated them on the need to strengthen the partnership between the NYSC and the media.
Let me begin by once again expressing our profound appreciation of your invaluable support, which contributed to our successes over the years. Since my assumption of duty as Director General, I have accorded priority to deepen relationship with members of the Fourth Estate of the Realms, especially through constant engagements of this nature. While thanking you for honoring our invitation, it is my hope that we will continue to strengthen our partnership for the good of our dear country.
The litany of achievements we have recorded, very encouraging. But what I want to suggest as an editor is that you should interact more.
We will continue to communicate more, but as I said earlier, I think I'm one of the most friendly DG to the press.
The National Youth Service Corps has remained committed to its objective of a united, strong, and self-reliant nation. One of the 9 books unveiled, titled NYSC and National Development, is one of the many substantiations of the contribution and impact of the scheme on our dear nation, Nigeria. We will be right back.
The National Youth Service Corps, a call to service, a call to nationhood. Nigerian youths, stand up and embrace this clarion call. Wherever you are posted, accept it, embrace it. Do not harbor any fears, because your security is assured. Develop common ties with members of your host communities. You would discover that North, South, East and West, we are all brothers with common ties and a shared destiny as one nation. Do not lobby for preferential posting, for it is unpatriotic and illegal. Report at once to the orientation camp as soon as you are posted and contribute your quota to the overall development of our great nation, Nigeria. The National Youth Service Corps, building future leaders.
Welcome back. And this is where we draw the curtain on today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. Thank you for investing your time with us. We always love to hear from you. Please write to us on the online handles displayed on your screens right now, and we would write back. Remember, the safety of corps members in our communities is the responsibility of you and I. Until I see you next time, I am Nkem Okogo. Stay safe.